Hey, stay Steve. Please like and subscribe. Please click on the Deck Heroes icon. Click on subscribe. It's 100% free. Blood in, blood out. And don't forget to click on the notifications just so that you don't miss any amazing content. What I wanted to show you is just more kind of inspiring stories. So there's going to be two videos. First one from CNN. It's Red Lobster's new CEO. He's 35 years old. 35 years old. And that's what I love about kind of the living in bustling, bustling, busy cities and countries and having that kind of grow culture. You know what I mean? So I say I'm in London. Say these guys are in the States, and I say listen, there's just all positivity. Anyway, let's go. I'll let him speak for himself.
This is, without exaggeration, one of the most important companies in American history.
Embattled restaurant chain Red Lobster has a new CEO and a steep climb ahead.
There were certainly big mistakes made over the last few years.
In the wake of bankruptcy this year, the chain is leaning on Damola Adamolekun,
There's a lot of regulars.
formerly the CEO of P.F. Chang's and just 35 years old.
You know, when I took over P.F. Chang's, I was 30, so now I feel old.
Yeah, 35.
I feel experienced. Hey, how you doing? You bring the food out earlier. It was perfect. I appreciate it.
So, how does this new CEO plan to save Red Lobster?
We'll get the ultimate feast.
We sat down for a chat over some, well, lobster.
I've never had lobster on pizza.
Well, you're about to try it.
After ordering, we proceeded straight to the elephant, or shrimp, in the room.
I'm just thinking about how expensive that pizza's going to be. A lobster on pizza. And listen, I say in London you can spend whatever you want to spend on pizza, let alone with oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to do some research now. Anyway, all is good.
When you saw endless shrimp, what did you think?
So that's a very expensive product to give away endlessly. When you have endless shrimp and people are coming in and sitting down at the table and eating for hours as much shrimp as they possibly can, you stress out the kitchen, you stress out the servers, you stress out the host, people can't get a table, it creates a lot of chaos, and you saw a lot of that.
Are you glad that endless shrimp is done? Was that pretty crazy?
Actually, yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking.
Food quality is very good at Red Lobster. It has been since its inception. Now, the menu has gotten too big, so we're going to reduce the menu, but in a very intelligent way.
Do you think you guys might need to close more restaurants?
We intend to be done closing restaurants and intend to grow from here.
Grow from here?
In terms of the business, right? There's going to be investments in the product that will take time. Infrastructure investment takes time. Technology investment takes time. There's 545 restaurants, so fixing every broken HVAC and every torn carpet and every chair that needs replacing will take time, but the impact should be felt right away.
I kind of want that little of that lobster tail.
Just very quickly, yes, I'm listening and learning. I say usually, yes, about business as well. Like in the past, they say that quality will out, and he mentioned before that the quality is not what he's going to worry about. He mentioned that they're not looking to close stores, as a top priority anyway, and they're looking to kind of expand. Let me just see what he says again. I don't want to misquote. Let's go.
We're going to reduce the menu, but in a very intelligent way.
Do you think you guys might need to close more restaurants?
We intend to be done closing restaurants and intend to grow from here.
Grow from here?
In terms of the business, right? There's going to be investments in the product that will take time. Infrastructure investment takes time. Technology investment takes time. There's 545 restaurants, so fixing every broken HVAC and every torn carpet and every chair that needs replacing will take time, but the impact should be felt right away.
So he's talking about the kind of user experience now, obviously. So, and I've never been to Red Lobster, so if we ever go to the States, most definitely will be on the list for me to go and experience.
I kind of want that little of that lobster tail.
Oh, you don't have any? Oh yeah, we have to.
Well, we can split. I don't mind sharing.
Please take the whole thing. I've had it plenty of times. I think I matured relatively quickly. I've been in positions of authority for a long time. My 35 might be different than somebody else's 35, but these are just numbers. It's about your experience, who you are as a person, the quality of your character, your integrity, your intelligence, your communication ability. There's a lot of things that are different person by person, and age is just one of them. They make work feel like not work, like family.
We are family.
You are family.
You've in the past said that you don't separate work and life balance, that work kind of is life. That's a pretty different philosophy than a lot of people have right now.
Well, if you listen to what I said this works for me, and I don't expect anybody else to live life the way I do. Work to me is purpose. When you wake up every morning and you're excited to do.
Just bear with me. One of my best friends, the guy I grew up with from school, basically, he's a top guy at Lloyd's Bank right now. He was one of those guides. He's one of those guys on the way up. Before he was working for Lloyd's, where I think he was working for Bauer Media. Is it Bauer Media? Might be something else, something like that. In the UK, the Kiss FM kind of thing. Anyway, in media, he used to get up around about 4 a.m., something silly. And then he used to go to the gym. Then he used to go to work and be one of the first ones there. Then he'd work all the way through. And then he'd be one of the last ones to leave. And somehow he would still even have the energy to go to like the night events. You know what I mean? Because there's going to be a lot of hosting and entertaining. And he just kept like a machine. Just loved his work. And so he's a black man as well. A lot to be inspired about. And this kid, basically, long story short, this kid here sounds very similar.
Something stops being work. Do I expect everybody who works for me to be like that? No. You know, maybe because I was a server when I was young, but I understand what it's like to work in the restaurant business. So nothing keeps me up at night. I'm energetic about the work. And the more quickly we can get it done and the better we are at achieving our goals, the better life will be for 30,000 people that work for us. That's the most important thing to me.
Okay, here we are. So are we ready for the second part? There's going to be obviously some overlap with that first part. I think he starts off saying, yeah, that specifically he gets up at 4 a.m. every morning, or just, can you imagine? I'm not a get up in the morning kind of guy. I'm gonna be honest with you. That's probably why I'm not like the CEO of anything like this. Maybe. And my friend who's like very advanced at Lloyd's, he's not in a branch level, he's at head office level. You know what I mean? So he's at the very tippity top. But anyway, let's go.
That separated work and life. I worked in private equity, I was working all the time, but I liked it. I thought it was interesting, I thought it was fun. I do that because I started going on longer runs, so I need more time. And the reason I started going on long runs is it's better for what's called your parasympathetic nervous system, which is like your calm, relaxed, autonomous nervous system. I'm finished working out like 5:45, 6. I'll shower, get ready. If I have time, I'll check some emails in my home office. Primarily what I'm looking at then is the numbers from the previous day, which start coming in around that time. I'll drive into the office. It's about a 20-minute drive. I'll be in by 7 typically, or 7:30. My CFO is here, my COO will be here. We'll typically just pop into each other's offices, nothing formal. And then my day starts with meetings. My first meetings I'll take at 8. And between meetings, I'm trying to keep up with the emails. I try to prioritize and get to the most important things first. I try to approve things quickly so that people can get to work. By the end of the day, meetings are finished.
There's a lot. Listen, I'm not this kid. Yeah, I mean, I suppose I'm just trying to think of the similarities. I'm the kind of person I do try it. Well, I don't get in for flaming 7 in the morning, that's for sure. But I do like to keep it. I like to know what my primary goals are. I'm going to go back a little bit. I don't want to miss anything he's going to say, so don't worry. I've set out in my mind what my primary goals are. I like people to be able to kind of not be waiting or delaying because of my actions, and have clear direction about what goals I'm trying to set, and of the information. I'm very mindful of the information that I'm putting forwards, and I don't want it to have gaps and lead to more questions, which leads to more emails or more delay. I'm kind of very mindful basically about my own performance in every single area of every single thing. And yeah, just sharing.
20-minute drive. I'll be in by 7 typically, or 7:30. My CFO is here, my COO will be here. We'll typically just pop into each other's offices, nothing formal. And then my day starts with meetings. My first meetings I'll take at 8. And between meetings, I'm trying to keep up with the emails. I try to prioritize and get to the most important things first. I try to approve things quickly so that people can get to work. By the end of the day, meetings are finished. Whatever time I have left, I'll go through the emails that I didn't get to during the day. So I'll probably finish 5:36 is when I'll head home. And I typically try to relax and kind of take it easy, especially during the week. Try to read, I might smoke a cigar and hang out on my patio.
That thing about kind of finishing off, making sure that your day's work is done. You know what I mean? So he said, yeah, fair enough, 5:36. I'll just go through, we'll go through all the last emails that he hasn't actioned or kind of progressed, and just do what he can do that day. And then, you know, work. Then obviously you're not kind of, that's not what he's saying, but this is what I'm guessing. You're not burdened by work that you haven't yet completed. Just stay on top of it. Stay in your tippity top. Stay front foot forwards. And then if anything drops in your lap, you're not burdened by the distraction of other work you got to do. You know exactly what you've done. You know exactly what you're doing going into the next day. And you can easily manage things. I think that is where he's coming from. And that's very similar to what I do. I can't, listen, I'm going to follow this young man. Very smart. And I say we learn from those at the top. And we learn that best practice so we can kind of enrich our own lives. So I'm going to do more on this series, and let's just finish off.
I get to bed early. I try to get some good rest, and then I start the next day at 4 a.m. I try not to email people on the weekends unless it's an actual emergency, so people can go spend the weekends in the mountains or whatever they do. So we have a culture that's on when we're here and try to not be on when we're not.
Did cross my, I'm going to go back a little bit. It did cross my mind about burnout. So it just seems that, yeah, fair enough. The fact that he gets up early and goes to bed early, there's got the balance there. And so the fact that he finishes off his day's work at the end of every day, so it doesn't burden him and roll into the next day, that's a very healthy kind of thing to do. The fact that he finds time to kind of get that cardio work, get the blood pumping and oxygenate the brain, all those kind of things, and that can work. The fact that he's trying not to overburden his staff, that obviously can work in that life-work balance. Absolutely great. And let's listen again.
Or whatever they do. So we have a culture that's on when we're here and try to not be on when we're not. It's one of those things where if you think about it, then other people will start to think about it. Like if I came in with an attitude that like I'm young and I need to make up for that somehow, then I would overextend on other things. I might be harsher than I need to because I need to prove that, I'm the leader, or I might make comments that reflect that insecurity. I probably was more native to some of the things that we wanted to do, specifically the digital, the delivery services. So I was a customer for what was a younger demographic using apps to order food, etc. I'm happy the business is doing well. It's not about me. Like, honestly, I stepped in because it was the best thing to do to get the best outcome for the business. The company doing well helps the people do well, and that's ultimately what's most important to me.
I love it. And you see, he's he's definitely not quick to take praise. But listen, if something is going on a certain trajectory, or especially if it's going on that trajectory, and you make it like that, or from there to like kind of stability, obviously that's great. So congratulations, young man. You're definitely an inspiration to me. As I say, I'm looking to do more of these kind of videos, just kind of drill down. And I say I gave a bit of commentary about to expand what was said, just to make sure what the points that I saw as the key points were not missed. And I think there's definitely some scope to have short videos on this type of thing. Let me know. I'll see from the feedback. But anyway, please like, subscribe. That is Steve, and I am out.